Hello, children. I, Mrs. Vivian, from English Department of New English High School and Junior College, will lead the continuation of The Cop and the Anthem by O. Henry. This is the Part 2 lecture of 12th Standard. Today, we are going to cover the topics like the genre, that is the type or style of the writing, themes that are portrayed in the story, the moral values which has to be inculcated in an individual in day-to-day life, glossary to understand the meanings of the difficult words, first we will deal with the genre of the story. The Cop and the Anthem by O. Henry is a fictitious short story. When I say fictitious, I'm talking about untrue, unreal facts. The character, the situations, the circumstances, the events, all are supposed to be fictitious. The story has an ironic ending. When I say ironic end, it means exactly opposite. Throughout the story, we see that Soapy, the main protagonist, the main character of the story, is trying hard to get arrested, to be imprisoned, so that he could secure himself from the extreme winter conditions and would get food along with it. His trials proved to be a failure. Finally, when there was a change towards the end of the story, when he wanted to become good, when he wanted to start working, when he wanted to achieve some goals in life, when he wanted to change for better, that was the time when he was arrested, put into prison for about 3 months. This is exactly opposite conditions which Soapy had to witness in this particular story. That is why it is called or referred as an ironic story. The themes portrayed in this particular story are freedom and confinement. फ्रीडम मतलब आज़ादी, कन्फाइनमेंट मतलब एक तरह का बंदिश, restrictive life. Now to talk about freedom and confinement in the story. The Cop and the Anthem is a story of a free man, Soapy, who's trying to find a place in the prison to protect himself from the extreme winter conditions. He involves himself in various activities to get into the prison. While doing so, he realizes that he is a prisoner of his own mind and that he can choose a better life for himself. By better, it means he is free to enjoy all the richness, all the luxurious of life. He is free to control himself and things around him. But that is possible when he changes. That is possible when he works, when he finds a good job for himself, when he earns money. He himself has to improve his status, his prestige, his dignity, his self respect in order to achieve freedom, in order to come out of the confinement that he is living so far. Secondly, we talk about rules and order. See, children, rules and order is necessary in an individual's life because individual life becomes balanced, becomes stable, becomes disciplined. Otherwise, you would have led a very savage, undisciplined, uncivilized kind of life. When we look at the story, we see that the city where our main character Soapy is supposed to be very ordered, is supposed to be very disciplined. There are rules, regulations implemented. But what about Soapy? Soapy tends to show a very disordered kind of character. Thinking about getting arrested, going into the prison, reveals the disordered character of Soapy. People try to escape arrest. This character wants to get arrested just because he requires food and shelter. Is there no other source to find food and shelter? Secondly, we see that Soapy acknowledges that he is not well dressed. His clothes are torn, his clothes are old, his shoes are old and worn out. In spite of that, he is thinking about entering into a luxurious restaurant, thinking about eating expensive meals. How is it possible? This again shows his disordered character. And when he wanted to bring order in his life, that was the time when he was arrested, put into 3 months of imprisonment, again to lead a disorderly life. This time, this definitely hurt Soapy. Next, we come to society and class. Now, to be a member of a particular society, the first and foremost requirement is an economic class, an economic and financial background of an individual, which Soapy unfortunately did not have. He belonged to a very low economic class. And belonging to a very low economic class, what problems he had to encounter that we can see clearly in the story. He himself realizes that he has to improve his economic status to be a part of the society, to be respected by the society, to be honored by the society, to lead a disciplined life in a society. Next, children, we talk about transience. See, children, nobody lives a bad life because he likes to. There are circumstances, situations, some past which has destroyed the life of an individual. When we look into the character of Soapy, we see him as a wanderer. We see him as a vagabond. But there was a certain phase in his life where he has enjoyed his childhood with his mother, with his siblings. He has also been a part of a wonderful moment, maybe. So the life chosen by him may not be of his choice. And definitely, man has to change. We have to accept changes in life. We have to accept changes in life very positively. Towards the end, Soapy wanted to change. I think an opportunity had to be given to Soapy so that he could change for good, so that he could end the kind of life that he was living in. This particular story reveals a change from good to bad, bad to good, good to bad again. Okay? So life is not smooth. Next, the story talks about dreams, hopes, and plans. According to the author of the story, there should be dreams, there should be hopes, there should be plannings, there should be goals, there should be struggles, there should be experiences of failures, there should be ups and downs. There should be aims, there should be aspirations, there should be some objectivity in life in order to make life more meaningful. Dreams, hopes, plannings, aims, aspirations change your life, frames your life, frames the future of your life. So it is totally up to you whether you want to frame it for good or frame it for bad. The choice is totally yours. The next topic that we move on to is moral values, which has to be inculcated in an individual. In this short story, O. Henry wants the readers to know that every man has a history of existence. As I earlier told you, nobody lives life as per his or her choices. The bad phase in one's life does not come because he likes it. The bad life that he is forced to lead is not by his choice. There may be some happenings which has changed him for bad. Being what he or she is not always by choice. So we should not misunderstand one's existence. In fact, we have to understand the reason behind his or her existence. Secondly, man should have goals in life. See, children, life is given to you by the Creator, by the Almighty. How you shape it, how you mold it, that totally depends upon the goals that you want to achieve in life. The kind of struggles that you put into achieving those goals makes the life meaningful. Thirdly, life is unpredictable. We cannot say what is in stock for you. When it is unpredictable, why we depend on tomorrows? Why don't we rely on today? Say, children, whether you are fortunate, that is lucky, or unfortunate, that is unlucky, that is totally your destiny. Sometimes, children, we work, we put all our efforts, everything, but we are not able to achieve what we have aimed. That is our destiny. But we should be satisfied that we have put our best, and it is definitely going to pay you one or the other day. The experiences that you have had in life, good or bad, definitely, children, contributes in your life. So the story says, keep putting your efforts, keep applying your struggles, keep fighting, never get discouraged, continue your work. You should have the determination of changing your destiny. The last to cover is the glossary. Children, as we see the words and the meanings, just reflect one by one. Strolled, walk in a relaxed manner. Callous, very hard. Luxurious, rich, expensive and beautiful. Pitched through. Tattered, old and torn, elusive, difficult to find, catch or achieve. Decadent, old and worn out, rendered, made. Conveyed, give the message, immune, not affected. Haste, hurry, panic, fear. Ignoble, dishonorable, howled, long, loud sound. Menaced, threatened, raved, to speak wildly. Coveted, greatly desired, twirled, turned something quickly round. Limbo, border place between hell and heaven. Disconsolate, very unhappy. Devise, to find a new way. Sauntered, walk in a relaxed manner. Agitatedly, in a troubled or nervous manner. Sternly, strictly. Pretensions, a claim to something. Sneered, mocking, smile, remark or tone. Crockery, plates, dishes, etc. Larceny, theft or personal property. Napery, tablecloth or napkins. Retreated, to back again. Premonition, a strong feeling that something is about to happen, especially something unpleasant. Blonde, a person with pale yellow hair. Hurled, to throw something with force. Muttered, to speak low and angrily. Clutches, grasp tightly. Turmoil, a state of great disturbance. Quaint, attractively unusual or old-fashioned. Ramblings, spreading or winding irregularly in various directions. Convulsions, coils or twist. Pedestrian, passerbys. Immaculate, perfectly clean and tidy. Wrecked, getting destroyed. Mire, a complicated or unpleasant situations from which it is difficult to free oneself. Resurrect, restore to life. Faltering, losing strength. Solemn, sad. Thank you, children. This is the end of part 2, The Cop and the Anthem. Thank you.